Sorry, I'm just trying to get it to focus. So I am streaming from my phone, and I might be too loud. I apologize. No! So I'm streaming from my phone, and what I do is I rubber band my phone to my camcorder, which is, hi Fox, which is just the best. The best way to stream anything, right guys? Ah! No! No, I can't even move my camera, no! Sorry, it's probably making everybody sick. Okay, stay. Please stay. Awesome. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without my phone completely flipping out. Oh, that's an awesome portrait. Okay. All right, so at least the orientation is right. And I have the chat up. Awesome. Okay, so I am doing a Lilliputian commission sent to me by Karma, and it sounded really cute, and I've got some free time, so I thought it'd be fun to stream it because I don't really do a lot of streaming. So, hi. So the prompt is Lilliputian female around 8 to 10 years old, dark curly hair, dark skin, and wearing a denim overall dress with leggings. Maybe have her hair up in afro puffs. Has makeshift slingshot to defend herself. And there is a mole under the corner of her mouth. So these are the materials I'm going to be using today. Non-photo blue lead, erasers, more non-photo blue lead, and a couple of inking brush pens. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and try to get my camera, there we go, fixed. Hello. Oh, I forgot to ask Karma, what's her personality like? You can send it to me via Discord if you would prefer. Cheerful and kind of impulsive. All right, thank you. Oh, sorry. I don't know that you guys can see this super well. My camera does not always like non-photo blue lead. Oh, is she thin, kind of chunky? What's her physical build like? Gotcha. So how are y'all today? Y'all having a good afternoon? kind of want to draw, we have a denim overdress. I kind of want to, or overall dress, I kind of want to draw like, y'all know how overalls have like these clasps in the front, the button clasps? Oh, but see then how would it, maybe it would connect like this. So she'd have like a big button right here. Hey, Joseph. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I teach comics through community ed here in Nashville. And I just had a meeting with kind of the head of the department and a local comic shop who sells, they sell like zines and minis. And they're going to sponsor my class. But what I think, I mean, I'm really, really excited about that. But what I'm really even more excited about is I get to open my class up to 16-year-olds with parental consent and 13-year-olds if their parents are attending with them, which last semester when I was pitching this class, that was like the big number one question a lot of parents asked is like, can my kid take this class? So now I get to say yes for a lot of them. And that's exciting for me. I like teaching kids and adults, so I'm really stoked. So you caught me at a good time, Zora, because I'm in like a really, really good mood. Also, I know you like these sort of repurposed human elements that give like scale. So that's what made me think about the button. No, I want to do wider. Next time I'll draw this in pink. Next time I do a stream where I'm just like doing a commission or something, I'll draw it in pink because pink picks up a little bit better. And her shoulders too big. I know, right? Like, so I taught 3 comic classes when I was in Louisiana visiting family, and the kids did a really good job. So I'm really excited about it. Plus, kids have like really neat ideas for zines. Teens have good ideas for zines. So I am excited and I really hope to fill up the class. Okay. A zine, zine's on the brain. A jean zine. Dang it! A jean zine. Why can't I talk? Oh, I should do a big pocket on the front, and then she can put stuff in the pocket. Oh, we can put her slingshot in the pocket. Yee. Slingshot. Oh, you know what? Thank you. That's Joseph Coco, full of good ideas. Okay, let's see if I can get it to catch up now. Please focus. I think her slingshot would either be like twigs or like a paper clip. But the problem with a paper clip is a paper clip would get kind of, I would assume like if you put any pressure on it, a paper clip would get kind of, it would deform. I'm going to try to make a tiny slingshot. So we'll see. Okay. You know what? Let's try doubling it over. Okay, so we've got the Y part. And like, I'm sure tiny adept hands could like fix that so it's, so it doesn't like stick out. I did not delete that. I did not delete. What the? I'm sorry, Joseph. I did not do any of that. Oh, I can't type. Ah. Well, I did not do that to Joseph. Maybe Joseph did that to Joseph. Sorry. Or YouTube's just being weird. Okay. All right. Okay. So we've got a paper clip. And so the problem with me doing it like this, with designing it this way, but maybe a Lilliputian could do it better because they've got little nimble fingers and I don't have little nimble fingers. I just have little fingers. Okay, so like what we have here, as you guys saw, like this is a point where it's just gonna flop. Otherwise, like it looks good, right? I don't know who timed him out. I wouldn't time, that's my fiance. I wouldn't time him out. So we're going to go with a stick for this one. And we're going to do a rubber band. I wanted to kind of like that, you know what I mean? Get some movement. Although, okay, standing on this foot, maybe the movement would be from this way. But it doesn't look as good. And I'm going to braid the rubber band. Except here in the middle where it would be a little wider. Oh, you know what I bet happened? Because I mentioned earlier I have... sorry. I have my phone attached to my camcorder, and sometimes that activates the screen. So, quite possibly, my phone did it to him. I'm so sorry. Okay, and then we need a mole. A mole under the corner of her mouth. Hey, what's up, Cherry? No, I don't mind. Well, it depends on the question. But generally, I don't mind. Oh, this kid's gonna be cute. Yeah, go for it then. No, they're not secretly shady. It's, we've butted heads, me as somebody who reviews products and them as someone who supplies products. And I have a friend who works for them and does really good work. And I've never had any problems with, I personally have never had any problems with their customer service, but I really didn't like how they treated me as a reviewer. They implied, the person I dealt with, who is not the friend I'm talking about, someone else, strongly implied that the work I do doesn't benefit anybody at all. And that really hurt. And I decided that if that's the case, I'm not going to give them free promotion and I'm not going to buy my products from them. So that's all. It's just awkward because, like, sometimes they're the only people who sell certain things. Hi, Scribbles. Hi, Scribbles. Kiana? Is that how I pronounce it? Am I doing a good job? You could correct me if not. But hi, good afternoon. Yeah, I was not, like, and I don't necessarily think it is the company. as a whole who said that, but it was an individual who was representing the company at the time. Woo! Awesome. So I just and I've actually met that person in person. The friend who works there introduced us, and that person acted like she didn't know me at all, which is fine. I wasn't gonna like bring it up, but that could have been a cool time to be like, "Hey, I didn't really mean it like that." No. I understand that completely, and I know how awkward it sounds when I say that because it's like I don't want to imply that they're shady because I don't think they're shady. I just don't like how they've treated me on a personal level, and I refuse to give them my endorsement. I'm gonna move her nose up just a little bit. They also have kind of moved away from selling. Oh, thank you. They've moved away from selling like comic artist supplies, so there isn't so much of a push for me to buy from them either. Oh, heck yeah, Lindsay! Thank you for telling me that. One of my goals is just to make art as accessible to as many people as possible. It's brought me so much joy, and I use it as an escape. And I know it can be helpful to other people. So I want more people to, have an interest in watercolor or in drawing or, whichever one strikes your fancy. Oh, her nose. It's not that there's anything wrong with it per se. It just doesn't quite fit her. Aww. Hey, Catherine, and thank you guys. I really want to start streaming more often. It's always a really nice experience. Oh, yeah. What Joseph said is definitely 100% correct. Like, I want to encourage lots of people to draw, but I also think the comics industry right now is in a bad place. I mean, there's lots of new opportunities, yes, but like, I don't know. It's still a hard road. So like, I don't ever want to be one of those artists who makes it seem like it's going to be all easy. I just think it's like there's people who think everyone should know how to play an instrument or everyone should have the opportunity to learn how to play an instrument, and I would love to see that happen too because music does wonderful things. Um, that's how I feel about art. I want everyone to be able to learn how to draw or learn how to paint. Just, either because it makes them happy or it helps them express their ideas to other people or just for whatever reason people want to draw. I can see that, and everybody's definition of success is different too. I remember when I was a kid, all I wanted to draw, all I wanted to be able to do was draw one really pretty girl, one really pretty anime style girl, and then I told myself I could quit. So either I have never drawn a pretty anime style girl, or I it was never enough. Just wanted to keep going. Give me a sec, Lindsay. I can show you. So the thing I'm working on right now, I'm not going to watercolor it. I'm going to ink it. That's why I'm using the blue. But this, for example, was done with the pink color Eno, and then I watercolored on top of it using the Core Mini palette. And you can still see some of the pink in there. A lot of it does go away, but I also erase a lot of the underdrawing. Like this one, for example, I'm going to use this for the M. Graham test. And you see how many like structural lines I have in the face? When I ink, I don't worry about those. But when I do watercolor on top of it, I erase it because otherwise it just sort of, it distracts is what I'm going to say. Like even for my Inktober's, I had to do that. Like this one here, I did it with blue and some green color Eno pencils, and you can still see a little bit of the blue like on her hand and on her nose, but I'm okay with that because she's in like kind of a green shady environment, so the blue actually works for that. So a lot of the color Eno fades away, but it doesn't fade away entirely, so you want to use a color that suits what you're working on. Mignon whiteout. You know what? This one? So I did well, I'll wait till it catches up. I did a review of these recently, and Chris, my editor, still hasn't edited them yet, but I can show you guys some of the results. Sorry, Karma, I know this is, I will finish your commission, I promise. Here we go. This is one of the pages from the test. You can't see the whole thing. So this is Mignon. This is Deleter White number 2, and this is just one pass. So this is like testing out different layers to see how opaque I can get it. I found that I really like P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White, which I have right here. I actually prefer Bleed Proof White still over Deleter and Mignon. It's easier to use. It's more opaque. All three of them will take a little bit of watercolor. All three of them can take inking and then erasing. And the Mignon and the Deleter White number 2 actually take erasing a little bit better than P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. But the opacity, it's like opaque almost immediately, which I really like. It's also a little easier to get a hold of in the US. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. And no problem. Mignon is a lot like, it's a lot like traditional whiteout in the US. I found it a little difficult to apply using the brush that comes with it. So I ended up kind of dipping a small synthetic watercolor brush in, and I don't know, it's just not the easiest one to use. Wait. I do want to give her like a little pokey out here, but not right there, not like that. If I did an art supply stream on Fridays where it was just open Q&A and I did demonstrations, would you guys be interested in that? Yeah, Cherry. That's what I have to do with Bleed Proof White. That's what I do with Copic. No problem. I'm happy I can help. No, I love talking about art supplies. Are you kidding me? And I don't mind talking about personal stuff to an extent. I just don't want to like set anybody on fire or burn any bridges. Yeah, all right. I think if y'all are willing to settle for phone cam, I can make that happen. It's when I try to use my camcorder or my, what's it called, webcam that I start having difficulties. Okay, Karma, do you want a frayed, like a frayed jean edge on the denim skirt, or you want me to leave it like this? And, yeah, Afro poops. That's cute. Alrighty. I always like your commissions because it always, I mean, obviously, I get to draw tiny people, so obviously I enjoy that. But you also appreciate when I throw in scale references, and that's really fun for me. And it's something I don't necessarily do with Kara a whole lot because her mom makes her clothes, so she doesn't wear a lot of repurposed clothing. Tips for mouths. Yeah, so what I do a lot is I will look at other artists I like, and I can actually show you guys what I've been up to. And it's not worth like... So what I'll do is when I'm reading manga, or if I'm reading a webcomic or something, but it's mostly if I'm reading manga, I will do studies. So these are from A Silent Voice because I really love how the artist draws hair and how they think about hair masses and hair forms. So I'll just do some studies and then I'll try drawing like Kara in the same style just to kind of cement it. And those are just figure studies. Lots of figure studies. What are these from? Shoot, I should have written down what it's from. Doggone it. Anyway, these are another example where... Oh, it's from Yotsuba! I was doing style studies of some of the funny faces Yotsuba makes. So, I mean, because, like, drawing is a lot about, like, finding what you like in other people's styles and then kind of incorporating it into your own. So these are from Cells at Work. Probably volume 5. There was like a lot of crying scenes that I really liked. Oh, and then I have one more. What are these from? Oh, those are from the Delinquent Housewife manga. So, give me a sec. So here's one I need to work through. And you see it's all marked up. So I just mark the panels that as I'm reading, I'll mark panels that I'm like, oh, I really love how they handled the mouth, or I really love how they handle the hair. And I'll use that when I go back and just do studies from that. But I also, I kind of struggle with mouths as well. So that's why, even though I'll do some drawing from reference, oh, hi, Mr. Mine. Even though I'll do some drawing from reference, like human reference, I will also see what other artists are doing, and I actually really like how they handle the mouths in Steven Universe. So I'm going to draw with something that's going to show up, right? So, like, you get these, like, really cute kind of, like, little cat mouths, right? So that's, like, where the lips meet, and then you have the bottom lip and then the top lip. Or you get the little cute cat mouth and you get the bottom lip and you might get a shadow underneath the bottom lip. And then on the top lip, you might get like a little Cupid's bow indentation. Or like when I draw Naomi, she has that like kind of Cupid's bow full mouth, full lips kind of thing. So I'll usually draw like really round circular shapes to kind of block in the lips. And then I'll do kind of like an indent, and I might flesh out like the top lip more, or I might just leave the indent. And then if like the character has like dimples, I'll do like the corner of the mouth like that, or sometimes even like an additional dimple line. And then if I want to draw an open mouth, what I'll usually do is I'll like sketch in kind of like the basic mouth form, and then I'll kind of refine it based on the style of lips that character has. But I don't normally draw lips. If I'm doing like line art style lips, I don't normally draw lips going all the way around the mouth, because when I do it, it gets kind of heavy-handed and weird. I mean, like Bruce Timm does a really nice job of it with like Batman the Animated Series, where he might draw like, that's our base smile, right? And then he'll do like a blocked in like solid color upper lip, and then he'll do like a solid color lower lip. Like that's pretty common to see with like Harley Quinn. So that's some basic lip tips. All right, I am gonna start inking this little missy. And I kind of want to grab, let me see if my, oh, no problem. Sorry if it cut out for a moment. I was just taking a quick picture of it because she's turning out really cute. Okay, so now I'm going to use a brush pen and kind of, oh, this one has flown with me, so it wants to be difficult. No, do not drip. Oops. Now I'm going to try to work around the camera. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, I understand. That's fine. I'm cheating because I can just talk. All right, I got to do something about this camera. That is just not okay. I mean, it looks all right on my phone screen. Hey, Denmark, how you doing? Oh, I gotcha. Trying to get ready to go to sleep. Winding down for the day. Oh, I can't deal with how blurry that is. All right, I am. Oh, nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the stream. I apologize for that, guys. It is clear on my phone and awful on YouTube, and I feel really bad about that. So I'll see you guys in a minute.